Hello, I'm Ashley, the engineer at Andover Norton, and I've been asked to answer some questions that have been sent through to us over the past few weeks. I'll start with the first question. I'm getting my bike out of storage for front brake handle pulls in with almost no resistance and does not activate the brake. No signs of leaking fluid, haven't checked the fluid level yet. Any thoughts? Obviously, check the level of the fluid, and if it still does the same, then there's obviously something wrong, like a worn seal, or it could even be a case of the fact that even if you get pressure at the handlebar and you're not getting any brake at the caliper, the fact the pipe could be swollen, old, and preventing the flow of oil down to the caliper. Next question. Has anyone successfully replaced the rubber seal on a Commando flip up tank cap? We can say yes on this one. We actually sell the parts, which can be found on the website, and we also sell a spares kit. This spares kit is purely for the screw-on type flip cap. It comes with a set of instructions, a new metal plate complete with the venting system already established in the plate, a new pin, washers, the screw, the spring, and like a little rubber spacer. All the parts there you need to do to repair your flip cap on your fuel tank. However, if it's just the rubber seal you need, to change this is so easy. You just pull it out of where it sits in behind the existing metal plate and then slot in the new one and make sure it's all fully seated before you actually install it back on your fuel tank. Another question. I'm in the middle of my combat engine overhaul. I'm going to do breather crankcase modification as is described by Andover Norton, but I'm not sure if I can use old breather fitting and fit in onto original magneto point or get a special breather. Realistically, if you're going to do that, there's two types. There's a modification you can put at the back of the actual crankcase, which increases the breathing, and then there's the system that the Mark III uses, where you can use the breather pipe off the back of the timing chest. Either of these will give you an improvement on your breathing, and the other additional one you can do if the engine and the crankcases is split is put additional holes like the Mark III has into the actual crankcase, which allows the cavity to vent into the timing chest and up the larger diameter rubber pipe back to the oil tank. Next question. Has anyone ever measured the vacuum at idle on their Commando? I'll be interested to know what the figure is. Could we film this process and show the results? Well, one day we might film it, but realistically, no, I don't know what it is. I've never really thought of checking, and the fact that one carb would pull different than the other, and different bikes would pull a different vacuum, you must probably get quite a wide variation of results for this test, but it's one we might try in the future. Last question. I have a 1974 Norton 850 Commando. I just got it and it's been sitting for a long time. I was wanting to get others' feeling on whether it'd be a good move to go to a single carb manifold and go with the Wassell Evolution carb. I'm not worried about speed, just want it to start easy and be an easy ride. I was thinking one carb would be better. What do you think? Thanks. Personally, I prefer twin carbs on the Norton Commando as how it was designed. There are people out there that successfully use single carbs, whether they're Mikunis, Mark II concentrics, etc. Generally, if your carburetors are set up correctly, whether it's twin carb or single carb, you should have no problem starting and they should be quite reliable. We do see a lot of problems with people with the single carbs because they rely on them for so long they get to the point that they do wear out and things perish. So they are effectively most probably no more reliable than a twin carb setup, and they give just the same amount of problems as you'd expect from a twin carb setup if you don't look after them. That concludes the questions for this week. If anyone has got any further questions, feel free to contact myself or Simon at Andover Norton on the technical line, or send an email into the technical email.